according to our rules. We cannot act according to what everyone wants us to do. We are guided by our rules, and our rules remains that if at any point we feel that the integrity, the dignity of the parliament, has been threatened, has been scratched, we investigate through our internal structure in the eyes of principles of natural justice, which is ora partem, which is let both parties be heard, which is fair hearing. That is what we put in our rules. It is not good for us to judge, ahead of time and take rash decision. Therefore, in line with the prayers of the leader of the House, that this matter be referred to the Committee on Ethics and Privilege for him to be heard. His appeal was very emotional, very touching, shows remorse. I was touched hearing it from here, but that is not enough.
Hello my people, how una dey? Today gist plenty as usual. Alex Mascot, the honorable member of House of Representatives, don apologize for the Uber driver. He talk say nobody dey above mistake. Also, the news today, this man wey they call Asari Dokubo don come out to dey talk say if anything happen to Fubara, say government go hear am o, say nothing must happen to Fubara. And again, Bayo Onanuga talk say the president sabi wetin dey go on for the country, and the name wey they call am for now as T-Pain, say he sabi wetin dey go on, say the president no be T-Pain, and some other gist wey I get for now. Please make una follow me as they go.
To rise and speak very briefly concerning the incident that took place on October 27th of 2024 involving myself and a citizen, Mr. Stephen Abu Etseya, an e-hailing cab driver. What began as a misunderstanding regrettably escalated into actions and remarks that do not reflect the values that I hold dear, nor those that I am.
Chairman CBN, you're having another parliament there.
As a member of the esteemed House, I deeply regret my words and actions that occurred at the heat of the moment, and I take full responsibility for how this exchange has impacted on the citizen, Mr. Abu Etseya, his family, and the entire public. I acknowledge that I am human, thus infallible. And in recognizing the significance of the role as a public servant, I am mindful of the weight of my words and actions and how they may have affected those that I represent. Since the incident, Citizen Abu Etseya and I have engaged in alternative dispute resolution methods, and I am pleased to inform this Honorable House that we have reached a respectful and constructive resolution. Additionally, my sincere apologies to the leadership of the House, my honorable colleagues, and the entire National Assembly as a whole for any deficit of goodwill that this particular incident may have caused. I am aware that my actions reflect not only on myself, but also the esteemed institution, the trust that the public places in us. This experience has served as a humbling reminder of the need for restraint and self-control, particularly in challenging situations. Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues,
This personal explanation looks like a lead debate. It's like an essay.
Mr. Speaker,
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I'm speaking. Mr. Speaker, am I protected, Mr. Speaker?
Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, this experience has been especially disheartening as it stands in contrast to the positive strides that we have made in my constituency of Aba North and Aba South, particularly in the areas of health, education, and empowerment. Nevertheless, it serves as a teachable moment, Mr. Speaker, for all of us in public office that is held in high standards. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I just want to state once again that I am human. Even though there was things were said, and those things I regret. I apologize to all Nigerians. Regardless of the provocation, there should be no reason why I should react in that form. So I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians. Let us let what has happened remain in the past, and let us forge forward. Thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to tender this apology, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
So the dishonorable House of Assembly member Alex Ikweche don't finally apologize to the Uber boy way in fight for in house. In his message when released, he said, I, Honorable Alex Ikweche, member of House of Representatives, wish to address a deeply disturbing incident that occurred in my residence recently. A video has surfaced showing me engaging in an unacceptable behavior towards an Uber driver who came to deliver a waybill for me. I'm deeply sorry for my actions and I acknowledge that they were unacceptable and unbecoming of a public official. As a public servant, I recognize the trust placed in me by my constituents and the Nigerian people. My behavior fell short of standards expected of me, and for that I am truly sorry. I understand that my actions have caused harm and embarrassment to the driver, my constituents, and the nation at large. I want to assure the public that I am fully cooperating with the Nigerian police investigation into this matter. I support their effort to ensure that justice is served and those responsible are held accountable. I also appreciate the swift condemnation of my action by my party and the Nigerian police, demonstrating our collective commitment to upholding the law and protecting the rights of all citizens. I'm seeking professional counseling to ensure that such behavior never happens again. Additionally, I will be engaging in community service initiatives focused on promoting respect, empathy, and understanding. This guy, the truth is that, well, it is rare for public officials to apologize in Nigeria, yes, but seeing you are seeking counseling, you want to embark on community service and all those things, this is not the case here. What you need to do is apologize to that guy deeply by compensating him, and also be ready to also go to jail for some time, so that we can be very, very sure that yes, you are truly sorry. I hope the Nigerian police will do their work and ensure that this guy goes to jail for some time, so that others will learn their lessons. That's my stand on this case.
Dishonorable member of Federal House of Assembly, Alex Mascot, where they represent our constituency. where they allegedly, according to Nigeria, even when person is caught on camera, or according to the law, is allegedly where they see they assault somebody. Everybody just they talk waiting, they make them vex for the matter. Nobody don't really point out the main thing we was supposed to speak from this issue. I don't watch a very dark man talk about him, mention Niger police anyhow. Him saying he go make the guy disappear, he go do this one. Not be that thing be the main problem for this whole incident. You get what thing we no notice for that whole incident when nobody don't point out. Let me tell you the thing. Now, did you notice that this man saw this guy recording? Like, he became aware, say this guy they record down. Now, in a very good or a normal person, or in a system that somebody believes that works, that moment when you see that guy they record you, you take caution, you withdraw. In fact, you go try calm the guy down, sort out that thing, find way, may wanna delete that video. You understand? Beg him or something, don't make peace, give him money, apologize to him that point. But did you notice that the man at that point now walk to the front of the camera, introduce himself, say, I'm honorable member of this Federal House of Assembly, and Mr. Mascot, and you can call the IG of police. Do you know what that thing means for me? Because he knew or he knows that people have been getting away with this. People have been abusing people like this, going free, nothing they happen, nobody's held accountable. So to him, it's normal. I'll give you an example why he believed like that. A former senator, Senator Abel Abu or something, Senator Agbo or Abu. When I go remember that senator, we go where they buy sex toy. Go assault one lady inside sex toy shop. That guy was still, he still come back as a senator. In fact, during this last election, he was active. He was being interviewed. Do you know that? First of all, if not for UK or America or any other country, and I will say we they compare, but you get why we they compare because they are advanced, they are more than us. Do you know if not other countries, that guy will never pass any police screening in his life. Any screening, because political, before you contest for election, they're supposed to do police screening to check your criminal record or your, you understand, your conduct. Normally, now in records supposed done there for police file. So any day when come and say I want contest for this, so I want run for public office, so they go check his police record. That is why you see, if person they come from Nigeria now, for example, they come UK to come work, they go say, may you bring your police report. And politicians in Nigeria, before they contest, they go do that police screening. Do all of them they pass. And they know say they go pass, now make these things no matter. But if now all these countries who I mentioned now, you not go pass, you know possible. So your political career is gone. So this man now don't see say others they do and they go free. Because that time people like very dark man no day to shout, talk. Now they are taking it serious now, but you might see surprised. 4 years later it's gone. He will recycle. You come back to the system. Highest thing he go do now is he go come tender 1 year apology, just like that senator did then. Maybe come give the guy 2 million naira. We will say he don't settle. His record will be wiped clean. It doesn't work like that outside here. Whether you settle, you know settle. Now the guy you settle with, you know settle with the system, the government. They know they settle that one because it's in your record. You are an abuser. You are not worthy of being in public position. But because we are Nigerians, because we are in Nigeria, that is why somebody see camera, they record that. He hit in chest. Tell you say I'm honorable Mascot. You can't do anything. I'll make you disappear. I'll make you do this one. Because of what? People have been making people disappear. Nothing they happen. No justice. And this is why, if I say it again, I will say that because of my friend, this is why they hate very dark man. Because if he no carry this thing for head, if somebody like Deju, the lawyer, when they work with a very dark man now, they no right to petition. This whole thing no go be like this. People they get away. Because they believe say if we run for social media finish, they will do now we. So we are watching this one now. This one with the what? Do you know the good thing about this whole thing? This man, he get a person who say, you know go feel recognize. This one now, you be like albino. So anything, anywhere they will recognize that. If you want contest next year, next 10 years, we should recognize or let him go paint black. May we not know say na him. But let's watch out this man, you go surprised. I don't go in page, go see all in this thing. You go snap where they build something, you go say na him do am. You go brand one full bus, say na free transport for Aba. Again, Yara. We need to adjust. We need to really look people for who they are. Our police need to be more active, more effective, do their work. Once somebody don't commit something, put them for their criminal record, put them for their conduct, put them for their fights. So that tomorrow, when they scream, they go fail, others go learn. Not be because they get away with that. And this is why they Inspector General of Police. Yes, now, because I see finish. Because others have done it and got away with it. Police now see finish. This is why you go see Nigeria, Chief Justice of Nigeria be the judge, go give this verdict. Government will disobey. The system collapse. Other countries, the most powerful entities now, as you get the law, as in judicial system, this UK now, they fear lawyers pass MP. They fear lawyers pass government. But for Nigeria, lawyers now the last in chain of command, and then be the bottom this thing. Because of these same things where they talk about. Just collect 1 million, you look away, your career. Something where you suppose they comfortably they make better money, you go collect peanuts urgent 2K. Your career will no get level. You go just answer lawyer for no reason. Police, no level. When that man can't get value, get level, pass police, lawyer, army, everything. Now they shame. Cut that thing.
Asari Dokupo don vex so sick of say he and Tinubu not to dey like that again. He can talk say if anything happen to footballer because say he know say that Tinubu intentionally plant Wike may can go do minister for Abuja this time.
It's very clear. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu becoming president, I should be able to tell him the truth. And what is happening in Rivers State, where President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is supporting Nyesom Wike to destabilize Rivers State, to disturb the peace of Rivers State. And as a stakeholder in Rivers State, I feel disappointed, totally disappointed, for the president to allow his minister serving under him to run amok, procure judgments, and all sorts, threatening the people of Rivers State, because what they are trying to do is, we are going to remove FOBRA and nothing will happen. And I'm saying that if you remove FOBRA, something will happen. If you try to remove FOBRA, something will happen. And that is it.
Bayo Ononuga, the spokesperson for the presidency, don't talk say Tinubu no be T-paid, say he understand what's dey go on for the country. Say very soon we go still come out for this hardship and difficulties. Hungry, what give me?
The realities of what is going on in the country, how much of that, because when citizens now start tagging their president and nickname synonymous to pain, how does the presidency feel about, and you said the president is not aware about that social media.
The president is aware that the citizens are going through some difficulties.
But is he aware that some citizens on social media are calling him T-pain?
The president does not read what is in the social media.
For you that to manage media for him,
he said
are you telling him, did you give him
reading? I've seen people using that. Some people have also responded and they called the president a different name. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a non-issue. Some people just out of mischief saying somebody's a T-pain. It's not T-pain. The president has never shied away from telling Nigerians that he feels their pain and is working very hard to make sure that he gives them some relief so that things will get better. This country will enjoy more prosperity. If you check what he has been doing, things are pointing to that direction. And the programs that he has been implementing, we are beginning to see positive signs that things are getting better. Things were really bad when it came.
In what areas, Mr. Ononuga?
In several areas.
Yeah, because I mean, as a journalist, you perhaps will understand that when you are saying some of these things, you need to put figures and facts to buttress what you're saying. Is it a point that Nigeria has now dramatically moved in almost every indices of the economy in the negative? Mr. Ononuga, Nigeria has now become the fourth on the continent in GDP.
Let me give
Nigeria's inflation rate, Nigeria's
our
food
economy
inflation,
growth,
our economy
despite
indices
inflation,
have really gone in the red, Mr. Ononuga.
Despite inflation, we are still recording economic growth. The first 2 quarters of this year, we recorded growth. Despite the inflation, revenue has increased. In fact, this country in the first half of this year recorded about 9.1 trillion naira in revenue. Before that, those 6 months, this government was not even getting money from oil. It was mainly the money collected from industries, from other sources and so on. That is where the money came from. Trade surpluses. First 2 quarters of this year, we continue. In fact, we hand more surplus this year in the first 2 quarters, showing that things are getting better. We are exporting more than we are importing. Those are positive signs that the economy is not regressing, the economy is improving. Look at the stock market. People who invested there are making money. The stock index has gone up. In fact, at the stage it got to about 100,000, the index, and you can see positively we are getting more investment in that sector, and to show that the economy is not as bad as people are saying, but there are problems on that.
Mr. Ononuga, that may be incorrect when you say the economy is not that bad. Mr. Ononuga,
if some companies are
how do you gauge a bad economy, Mr. Ononuga? That your interest rate has gone in the last 1 year, gone from about 600 to 700 to about 1,700.
The CBN has been hiking interest rate because it wants to control inflation. That's the reason.
But do you know the implication of that?
No.
When the price of commodity have been affected, food inflation is on the rise.
The main driver for inflation, the main driver is food. And this government is working very hard to bring the price of food down. By the time we get harvest, we are moving to dry season harvest now, dry season fraud now. This government is investing in it just like it did last time.
It might offend the sensibilities of those who may not be able to, who have now rationed their feeding to twice or once a day. When you say things are not as bad, it might make your government look like you're not sensitive to the pains of the Nigerian people.
I'm not saying people are not going through difficulties. Don't misquote me. Don't misunderstand. What I'm saying is that the economy, some people will be having some problems. But what I'm saying, there are some positive signs in this economy.
There are sectors of this economy, Mr. Ononuga, that has not gone this bad in the last 30 years.
There are some positive signs in this economy that show that things
are getting better. But does this government also realize that they have taken this economy from the worst to the worst that it has been in the last 30 years? And you have been following this for years.
No, this government is repairing it.
But it's getting bad in the process of repairing.
It's not getting bad.
You met inflation rate. You know what the figures are negative, Mr. Ononuga. I can mention 10 indices for you that show that this government met it 1 year and it's gone back.
Just one indicator.
Is it the price of tomatoes, the price of bread, the price of tuber? All food prices have gone in.
We are talking about. I said the main driver of this inflation is food. And this government
is there one commodity, Mr. Ononuga, that has remained the same in the last 1 year, that has not gone up today in this country?
I said the main driver.
No, I'm saying leave food aside.
The main driver.
I'm saying leave food aside.
You mentioned inflation.
Yeah.
You mentioned inflation. Of course, inflation means the rise in the price of goods. But I'm saying that the main driver of inflation is mainly, essentially, food.
The purchasing power of the average person has drastically been messed up. People can barely come by what they used to buy 1 year ago. And tonight, how do you tell the Nigerian people who are watching that the government of Bola Tinubu that promised renewed hope, and some of them are saying is renewed shaggy that they are seeing right now? What do you tell them?
you don't know. Well, this government has always, I said this government has always said that things are going to get better. And I'm just telling you that things are actually getting better. There are still some areas, some gray areas that government needs to do. And this president has always asked Nigerians, I have told Nigerians, be patient a bit. We are going to get to the destiny we want to get to, and that things are going to get better in our country. So it's just a matter of being patient a bit. The president is aware of the difficulties citizens are going through, and is working very hard every day to ensure that things improve.
So the question will say, oh, the president made an order, the cost of governance, and those who will say, oh, those are just window dressing. What about the president buying new private jets? Presidential, adding to the presidential fleet. Is that what we need in the country when people are suffering? That money can really be used for something else. And there are those who will say the government does not show that it's actually sensitive to the need, to the plight of the average person in the kind of manner in which they go about things. In other countries, you see a drastic measures in the reduction in the cost of governance drastically. Is that an example that this government can show to Nigerians? I don't
agree with you. A new plane was bought for the president.
Was that necessary?
No, for safety reasons. For safety reasons, because the plane the president inherited from President Buhari was actually bought by President Obasanjo, and in some of the travels he made, the plane even had some problems. So the National Assembly, the Office of National Security Advisor, they all felt that something ought to be done to protect the president. Unless you want to just allow a president to enter a plane that can cause problems for him in the air or something like that. Basically, the reason why a new plane was acquired was for safety of the number one.
At the detriment of the livelihood and the lives.
Not at detriment,
of the Nigerian people. Look, can the nation afford that kind of luxury?
Don't let us exaggerate it.
Can the nation afford the luxury, Mr. Ononuga?
Don't call it.
Can you buy a new vehicle when your children cannot feed?
This one was bought for the sake of safety.
But can you buy a vehicle, Mr. Ononuga, as a father, when your children are not able to feed?
If I have the money, why can't I buy another vehicle? If I have the money.
Does Nigeria have the money? We're badly in debt.
It's just an item. But
with a huge cost.
And it does not mean that government has also shared in responsibilities to fulfill other conditions, other things that our people need. It's just an item. I said the reason it was bought was for the safety of the number one citizen. Unless you want to throw him to the dogs. It was bought for his safety, nothing more than that.